2022 was a very tough year for equity investors due to geopolitical tensions, inflation, and higher interest rates. The healthcare sector clearly outperformed in this context compared to the broader market for several reasons. First, there was only a limited impact of higher interest rates, inflation, supply chain issues, and labor shortages. Secondly, we see that the sector offers a high earnings visibility, even in uncertain market circumstances. And finally, we also see that patients need treatment independent on the economic context. It takes years to gather the necessary data to have a clear view on cancer incidence evolution. Nevertheless, unfortunately, we know that cancer incidence will continue to increase in the coming years. And that is mainly because cancer is a disease of age. So with an aging population, the patient population expands and the medical need increases. As cancer remains the second leading cause of death worldwide, it is clearly a huge public health problem. We have seen a lot of approvals of new molecular entities, new medication over the past years by the FDA, the Food and Drug Administration in the US. For instance, we have seen 18 new approvals in 2020, 17 in 2021, and 15 in 2022. And in addition, we see that there are a lot of new modalities being tried out in the meantime for specific types of cancer, such as breast and prostate cancer. And the result is an increase in survival rates. We've seen, for instance, in the US that since 1991, cancer mortality has dropped by 33%. And although this is not the case for all types of cancer, this is clearly encouraging for cancer patients. A good example of a medical breakthrough is a new class of drugs called bispecific antibodies. In contrary to classical antibodies that exist since the 1990s, bispecific antibodies can bind themselves to two receptors. I'll give an example without being too technical. At first, the antibody binds itself to our immune cells. Then it circulates into the body, and when it nears a cancer, it binds itself to the cancer as well. So basically, the antibody has guided our immune cells to the cancer cells, allowing them to destroy it. And a lot of new bispecific antibodies are being developed. During 2022, we've seen the approval of a specific bispecific antibody treatment, both in the US and in Europe for a specific type of blood cancer. And this is a good example on how cutting-edge research can create more targeted, tolerable, and more efficient drugs. Oncology remains the biggest therapeutic area within the healthcare space. And of course, better treatments are important, but also better diagnosis is very important. So we see that the diagnosis market for cancer is about to grow double-digit every year until 2026. That is also the case for the cancer profiling market that benefits from the fact that there is a higher demand for personalized treatments. In the end, better research, better treatments, better technology will hopefully make cancer a curable disease. Well, at first we see that the normalization of inflation and a cooling down of the economy results in a favorable setup for both healthcare and biotechnology companies. Investors' focus will shift from macroeconomics and geopolitical uncertainties to individual stock selection. And for this, we'll lean on a team that has both a medical and financial expertise. In addition to those companies, we also see opportunities in, for instance, companies that have been sold off last year during the market corrections. For instance, smaller biotechnology companies that can also gain interest from larger pharmaceutical companies that want to fill up their pipelines, medical technology companies, or even innovative healthcare equipment makers.